What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Negative, and welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video. So, today we are hopping into the 10th anniversary battle. Now, I wanted to go over just the first stage today, because the first stage has a couple missions. So I wanted to kind of go through and show those for you guys. So we've got some info down here. Now, there are 4 missions for stage 1, first anniversary. Just clearing it with no items, doing it with 6 fusion characters and 6 accelerated battle characters. 4 missions right there. So that's what we're gonna do today. Hop in. Now I wanted to run over the stats real quick. So it looks like there are 2 fights, right? One with Super Janemba and Gogeta. Obviously these are the 1 characters. Janemba, if you have a Super Gogeta present on your team, he's going to give everybody damage reduction minus 10%. Cannot be lowered, cannot be stunned, cannot be sealed. He has a chance to dodge at 5%. He nullifies Ki Blast super attacks. Then with each turn that passes, he gets 10% attack and defense up to 100%. And if we're looking at his raw stats, we've got 30 million HP, 250k attack, 150k defense, and 0% damage. On Super, it's a Ki Blast Super. It's going to greatly lower defense, and it has damage of 605k. So, when we're looking at Gogeta, he's working similarly. He's got a little bit more attack, a little bit less defense, and 5 million more HP. He's cranking out 750k super attacks. Same thing if you have a Super Janemba, minus 10%. Can't be lowered, can't be stunned, sealed. And he actually has a chance to crit. Yeah, crit chance plus 30% when HP is 50% or less. So once we start hurting him, he's going to start critting. But yeah, so let's go ahead and hop in. This right here is going to be my selection for the 2 teams that we got, right? There were a couple different things that you could have done. Let's start with the fusion team because there's a little less selection. Now, for fusion, right? We don't really have a solid leader for fusion. You know, we just got this Year 9 Gogeta, but he leads movie movie heroes. So our best bet would be either the Year 5 Gogeta or the Year 3 Goku and Vegeta that fuse. I personally don't want to bring them because all they really have is a medium chance to dodge. They're my favorite unit of all time. There's a lot of significance to them to me, but I'm also not looking to just die, right? So I went ahead, put in these 5, and also put in Super EZA Go tanks, so these guys should be able to get it done, hoping. And then taking a look at our accelerated battle team, there are a lot of different ways that you guys could have gone about doing this, but I figured since I don't have Glorio, and I don't necessarily want to limit myself to Majin Buu Saga with Super Saiyan 3 Goku in here. You know, I just don't really want to put myself through that headache. Now, I would either run... where is he? Can I fit them on the same... No. So, you could probably swap this guy out for this guy if you wanted to. Or even Vegito. Super easy Vegito, but you know, this is just how I ended up crunching it down. So let's go ahead and pop in here. So if we're going to this, as you can see, here are the 4 missions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So I think personally we can hop in with our accelerated battle first. Obviously, both runs are going to be no items, so let's see what we're getting into. Alright, so Janemba's up first. So, since it's turn 1, we're going to put UI Goku up front to dodge those 3 attacks. Give him some extra ki here. And for Goku, the best I can do is this right now. Actually, which kind of stinks, but it's alright. Alright, so off rip, Janemba's already supering me, which is phenomenal. Stuff like that usually happens. Okay, 8 nil crit. Okay. So, for the stats, this first stage shouldn't be that difficult for anybody who's been playing for, you know, at least 2-3 years, and you have some of the units that are newer. I know for a lot of... Oh, I forget he can nullify. I know for a lot of newer players, their issue lies when they need that mid-tier character selection in their boxes, and they don't have it, so it kind of limits them sometimes in all these little missions or events. Alright, so this team is gonna just wipe the floor with both stages. So it should be a quick enough video. I think we'll have more fun using Fusion. So, there's actually somebody I wanted to talk about. Now, I haven't done a video for this guy yet, but Super Vegito is the newest Super Easy A. So, I wanted to kind of break down what he does and why I'm putting him where I'm putting him. So, with his Super Easy A, right, he's got attack and defense 200%, 40% damage reduction. When he receives a normal, he's now at 80% damage reduction and counters with tremendous power. 12 ki, he's got attack and defense plus 150. So as long as he's doing a super, he's now at 350% attack and defense. For every attack received, he gets an additional 25% attack and defense up to 100. And he also gets a chance to crit plus 15% up to 60. So by this point, you know, he's starting to cultivate some things. Nothing too new, but, you know, at least he's usable now, right? When he's got 50% or less, he guards. You know, I wish he would just have guard, period. But he can also foresee enemy super attack for 2 turns. When there's a super class enemy like now, he gets an additional attack and defense plus 50%, and all allies ki plus 2 and defense plus 20%, self-excluded. When it's an extreme class, it's 100 instead of 50%, and then it's 30% defense instead of 20. So, you know, hopefully our boy can kind of show us some coolness. Now, I actually am missing 2 dupes in Super Vegito because he's such an old unit, you know? This was back when I wasn't a whale. Yeah. Yep, the counter. And just like that, we're already almost finished. So this, like I said, this first stage should be fairly easy for anybody to run. Didn't even get to the second slot. Alright. So, you know, we've tried it with a 220% lead, but now we're going to try it with a 170. Alright, so first, before I move on to the next team, show you that's 3 out of the 4 missions done already. First clear. That is for no items, and this is for 6 accelerated battle. Alright, onto fusion. So, now we're going to try this with the fusion team. Like I was saying before, this should be, you know, no biggie to anybody. Now, fusion is going to be a bit of a harder team to make because you kind of, it's very scarce. Very scarce. You can see, like, my friend doesn't even have it rainbowed, so, you know, it can be hard to make these things work, but this is what we're doing. Alright, running into Janemba. Now, this one's going to be tougher because Janemba... We'll let the intro play. Yes, so there will be a Super Gogeta present. So he should be reducing our damage reduction by 10%. Okay. Alright, what I was trying to do is give Gotenks the 11 key, but it doesn't seem like he'll be getting it. Unless I try this. Oh. Yeah, there's no way for me to get him that. Barely getting him a super attack here. Well, you face the consequences. Shouldn't die here, though. Oh! Oh. Gonna have to hope Gotenks dodges here, actually. Okay, he didn't even need a dodge. It would seem like my year 5 is selling the... Oh no, that was the friend year 5 selling the bag. I worry if he was even easy aid. He's at 10 SA. He's not even easy aid, is he? What kind of friend is this? Yeah. So I've handicapped myself. I've got a SA 10, no easy A Gogeta on my team. That's ridiculous. I'm gonna keep Gotenks here. He'll be completely fine. We're gonna give Gogeta some orbs and healing here. And my STR Gogeta the same. Okay. Yeah, for a minute there I was concerned. I'm like, why are the stats suddenly so different? It should only be 10% damage reduction on us. What's going on? Alright. Done and done. So let's move on to Gogeta. See if we can get through this guy quickly. Alright, so we're going to move the friend, float him off. We're going to keep... I want to heal. Away from me. Alright. Got a little bit of health here, and then that'll drop. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't know why somebody would run a friend like this. Nice crit right then. See how they tank it. 55. The additional. See how little damage I do with this guy. Yeah, not even a million. Just like that. Just out of curiosity, I want to see. Okay. Okay, Gotenks is gonna finish him here. 700k attack. Oh, Vegeta's sending us off with a super. It's too bad he can't kill me. And we're done. Alright, so that should be both missions. Accelerated Battle and Fusion. As you saw, I did it with disability. Or a, what would you call that? A, handicap. With a handicap, I did it as well. So, that is going to be all of it for today. You guys can look forward to Stage 2 moving forward. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.